If you're running job site to job site, responding to fires all day, and wondering why it feels like your business owns you instead of you owning your business, this video is your wake-up call. These are the 3 signs your business is running without real systems, and why that's silently killing your profit and your freedom. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a new video about how to become a successful and confident new construction home builder. I work with home builders who are juggling 2 to 5 projects at once and barely keeping their head above water. They've got revenue coming in, but they're still the bottleneck in every decision. If that's you, listen closely. If you don't know me yet, my name is Thayer. I build here in the Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina area and have been doing that for over 2 decades. We consistently build anywhere from 30 to 50 homes every single year, consisting of homes that we build to sell and also build to keep. So a lot of what we're going to be talking about in this video, over decades of going through trial and error, I've been through all of these different stages before. So listen up and let me take you through these 3 different signs that your business is going through something that needs some kind of correction to be able to be run more efficiently and ultimately be able to get time freedom back for yourself. Sign number 1, you're involved in every single thing. You're ordering materials, reviewing budgets, chasing payments, checking punch lists. Why is this the problem? Because you are the system. If you go down, the whole thing goes down. How do you fix these problems? Well, first and foremost, you need to create repeatable processes and then delegate the low leverage tasks to somebody else. I'll tell you, we have a virtual assistant in our business that if you can think of anything in your business that doesn't require you to physically be somewhere or to have some type of specific experience level to do that piece, she's doing that. She's been with us for many years and she's a huge asset to our company. There are so many little things in your business, for example, getting subcontractor agreements, W-9s, insurance certificates from each one of these subs, making sure everything's up to date with those. We even have her assist with the purchasing end of things. So for example, when we're getting ready to put out a new project to request for pricing, RFPs, then she is instructed on what contractors we want things sent out to, what types of documents need to be sent out to these contractors. And what she's doing is she's going to get all the emails out to these people. If she needs to follow up with email or phone call to make sure that they received it, she will put expectations. Hey, can you get this back to us within a week or so? Type of situation. And if we're not getting that feedback or not getting a response or not getting the information back, she's the one who is, reach out to these people. Hey, did you get this? Can you get this back by this time? If you can't get it back by that time, when can you get it? And just kind of pushing the ball down the road a little bit to make sure that we're getting our stuff back so we can keep everything moving. So then once that documentation, that information is received, then that goes to somebody that has a lot more experience in the estimating purchasing department that can look at the estimates that come in and make sure that what they are estimating is actually what we're looking for. And not more and not less. Sometimes they might leave something out. So we always double check these things. Sometimes they put too much. Sometimes maybe the bid is misunderstood and they have something in there wrong, or maybe they need to go in and negotiate. So that is held by somebody else, a different person, a different department. And if that's you, if you're a 1-person operation, just think of how much you can take off your shoulders by bringing in a virtual assistant. It doesn't have to be someone in another country. It could be someone here, wherever. It could be just an assistant type person. We do it as a virtual assistant. She's been with us for many years. She's in the Philippines and we love her. She's an asset to our company. So by putting these repeatable processes in place, it's going to take some time at first to create those processes and then to train those processes by putting some type of video training together. And then once that person has it, you're overseeing, you're making sure that they're doing the right thing and you're you'll make some corrections along the way. But once you got it down and they have it down, now everything is repeatable. It's rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. They know exactly what they need to be doing day in and day out. Sign number two is you have no forecast of cash flow. You're not sure how much is coming in over the next 60 days or what your burn rate even is. And again, why is that a problem? Because you can't make smart decisions without visibility. And how do you fix this? Build a simple cash flow tracker. Even a Google Sheet can change everything for you. Now, I just mentioned about the virtual assistant in your business. We are builders. We build houses. I'm not expecting you to have an accounting degree and to know all the different things with accounting. That's why you should always have some type of accountant, bookkeeper, somebody who is handling those parts of your business as an outsourced independent contractor. Unless you're a large company, it does not need to be an employee. It could be a service provider that you're working with, but this is a crucial part of the business. And when you have all the data put in there properly, you can actually bring somebody in to help you read the data and put together your burn rate and your cash flow status at any point in time. If you don't have good, clean books, there's no way that you can predict this, and you're simply guessing at all times. So just putting that little piece to the puzzle into your business, your operations, is going to help you be able to predict the future a lot better. The last thing you want to do is not have the finances to be able to keep your business going. You need to know what it's going to cost you per project, per month, per week to run and operate your company. That way you know what you need to put out there, what the profits need to be per the home, how you can make corrections on different things to become more profitable. Sign number three, every day feels reactive, not proactive, but reactive. You feel like you're constantly running around picking up the pieces instead of having everything planned and executed properly. You probably start your day off with a plan, and by 9 a.m., it's already derailing. Why is that a problem? You can't grow when you're always putting out fires. What's the fix to this? Create a project operations calendar and implement one lead operations role to run it. And this is just as important if it's just you as a one-person operation as it is of having a team in place. When it's just you, how do you figure out how to get all your different tasks complete in a certain time? Create a calendar. Break things down that you're going to do this and this during this time, and then this during that time. You can't be just jumping back and forth between purchasing and accounting and paying bills and project management and selections and buying properties all at the same time. You kind of have to time block what you're doing with your day. And if you have things set to where every Monday during this time and this time, I do this, and this time and this time, I'm doing this, you're always going to have things that kind of, come up and that you have to deal with. But for the most part, you can start to get more organized, and you can start delegating some of these tasks maybe to that virtual assistant. Just think to yourself, if I don't have to be here, and you don't have to have a high level of experience to do this, can I train anybody to do this task and get this task off of my shoulders and onto somebody else's plate? And that way I can manage the task versus do the tasks. Now, if you have a team, you have a project manager, you have purchasing agents, all these different people, same thing. Maybe there's certain timelines of when things are due or how much time each task should take and when they should be doing these different tasks. If you have a team, have daily check-ins and weekly meetings. Daily check-ins can be used in something like Slack if you're a virtual team, or if you're in an office, maybe having a quick huddle every morning, afternoon, whatever you choose, and then having a weekly meeting to make sure everybody's on the same page, they understand what's going on, and you have tasks to execute every single week. Like I said, in over 2 decades of being in this business, I've had my ups and downs. And I can remember when my business completely owned me for many, many years. During those years, I can remember my family going on little vacations, doing things on weekends, missing out on all these important things because I had to work. I had to keep this engine going because it felt like the entire thing would burn down if I left for a day or if I took my foot off the gas pedal for the least little bit because I didn't have systems and I didn't have people in place. Once I started learning and putting these different things in place, it allowed me to have the freedom to literally be going on different trips and vacations for weeks and even months at a time. It's created so much time freedom to where we can just spend time as a family. We love to go to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. We once went there for 6 months as a family and we lived there. We loved it. It was absolutely beautiful and everything ran just fine here at home while we were there because we had these systems in place. I like to build my business to where I can be anywhere in the world and still run my business and still run it profitable and efficient as if I was right there every single day. There's so much technology and ways that you can do different things to allow you to be able to do this. I was a slave to my business. Like I can never leave my business to now I feel like a business owner and I can make decisions and do what I want to do when I want to do it with who I want to do it. If you want help creating real systems, not just hiring more people, I want to invite you to book a free strategy call. We'll look at what the biggest gaps are in your business and I'll show you the exact framework I use to help builders scale smart. Click the link below and let's start designing a business that works so you don't have to do it all alone anymore. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.